Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today with me, with my husband.
Hey, everybody.
For the topic today about
Friends.
friends,
Yeah.
experience friends.
What kind of friends?
Experience of about friends.
Oh, experiences.
Yes.
Our experiences with friends. Yeah.
Yes.
Most of our friends are good friends.
Yes.
We have people that, of course, we're closer to than others. And there's one common theme that we see between what we call a good friend
Yeah.
and then a not so good friend.
Yes.
And a lot of it has to do, believe it or not, with the fact that we have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
She's got one, I've got one. And people have agendas, and we all have agendas. I have an agenda, she's got one, you've got one. And that's what makes the world go round. We're trying to get ahead, we're trying to do things. But there's a time when it crosses the line and it becomes apparent, and you have someone that you felt was your friend, and then you found out sometimes it takes a year or more to
Yes.
find out
Yeah.
that they really didn't really care about you at all. They cared about what you could do for them and advance their agenda. And so we've had some rather uncomfortable experiences with a few people recently.
Yeah.
And it's apparent that we're kind of being used to some degree. And so we put this out there not because we're throwing anybody under the bus. We're not going to name any names or go into any great details. But I think that it's a cautionary tale that a lot of people can take heed from and be aware of, social media or not.
Yeah.
And what I do, what I use as a barometer or a thermometer or a measuring stick as to how good a friend is someone to me is not if they're there to so much to, console me or pick me up when I fail. Of course, that's a friend. We'll do that. But those that are genuinely happy for you when you succeed. And you find some that when you succeed, they're unhappy because it turns to envy or it turns into they almost um, change their attitude towards
Yes.
you. Like they think you think you're better than them or whatever. When in
Yeah.
fact, we're just who we are
Yeah.
and what we are. There's been cases where I've been good friends with somebody for a long time
Yeah.
and is always hounding me to come on my channel. And I used to always say, yeah, sure, let's rock and roll, let's do it. And then I found out that and we used to get together all the time.
Yeah.
Just used to call me up, say, let's have coffee,
Yeah.
let's have lunch,
Yes.
let's do this, let's do that. And that person has actually changed. And I'm thinking of one particular person. And we've driven by a restaurant that's by our house. And I won't name the restaurant. And we see their vehicle parked there. And I think, and I said to you the other day, I said, that's funny.
Yeah.
He never calls me anymore. And I just live down the street from here
Yeah.
to join him for lunch. Hey, by the way, Paul, I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods.
Yes.
I'm going to be over at such and such a place to eat. Why don't you come on down and join me? Those phone calls don't happen anymore. But I get hounded for him to come on my channel.
Yeah.
Pardon my cough. Getting over a long-lived pneumonia, walking pneumonia. Anyway, and then there's someone else that has financial gains in their minds. They write up these things where they want us to promote them or include them, and they want to make a commission and they want to
Yeah.
make a sale. And it's like, the more I thought about it, I said, I don't want to get involved in anything like that. I don't want to start promoting some guy I don't even really know
Yeah.
on my channel and doing this and doing that and having you as my partner. I don't need a partner. If I was going to do that, I could do it by myself.
Yeah.
And just because you have the idea, that's all well and good. But and then they're just grinding me because we're not moving fast enough for them or making a decision.
Yeah.
And we have, again, I'm not going to name what it is. I'm going to keep this as vague as possible.
Yeah.
But we have a big decision to make in the future. I apologize again, guys. I've been fighting this for 2 weeks. Anyway, that being said, we're going to make the decision on our time and on our terms. And they should, in my mind, instead of sending me these messages that I'm not doing this and I can't make a decision and I can't, I'm a liar and I'm this and I'm that and blah 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 blah. All this venom is coming out, and it makes I read the message and I'm like, why would I want to attach myself to you any longer?
Yeah.
You're going to talk to me like I'm a dog?
Yeah.
You know, like I work for you, or like
He treat you like animal?
yeah, like I'm an animal.
Yeah.
Like he's berating, he's
Yes.
beating a dumb dog or something. And it's just, how do you get through life like that? You know? And I've never had a good association with people that drink a lot. My mom was a knee walking drunk, and that was a terrible childhood experience, but we won't go there. But I've always had a thing about people who drink, that they make bad decisions. And sometimes they text after they drink, and it just comes off wrong. So I'm not a teetotaler. I'll have a beer now and then. But for those that cop that kind of attitude with you or me, and they love to gossip, and that's another thing about this one individual, is when I'm with him, he's talking nothing but crap about his neighbor across the street, or the guy over here, or that guy there. And it doesn't take much imagination to say, you know, the minute I leave, he's going to be talking to him about me, and just da ba 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 ba. It's like an old woman hanging out clothes, you know.
love gossip.
Just love to sit there and just like a bunch of old ladies drying the clothes, talking about so and so in the neighborhood. And it's like, I don't need this in my life. And so here's the deal. We didn't have a confrontation, didn't have a fight, didn't exchange words, didn't raise my voice. You can block them.
Ignore, yeah.
Just ignore.
Yes.
And you know what? There were people just like this guy 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yes.
You know who they are.
Yes.
That were living in our heads because they had harmed us emotionally, some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
And maybe we deserved it. I don't know. But let's just say we did own it. I don't think we did, but we'll try to take the higher ground here. And she used to lose sleep, and I used to go to bed mad. And you know what? We ignored them. We don't even think about them anymore.
Yes.
It's just like it was some distant memory,
Yes.
like something that happened like it did 6, 7 years ago.
Yes.
So time heals all wounds.
Yeah. If
So
you say you can ignore, do not. Yes.
ignore the negativity.
Yes.
Ignore people that
Because
are not true friends. A true
Yes.
friend you don't have to talk to. I have my best friend, you know, Gary.
Yeah.
He's my best friend.
Yeah. That is the real.
That's
real
real.
friend.
That's real.
Yes.
That dude, we can go for a year without talking to one another, and sometimes we do. And then he'll call me out of the blue, and it's like we were just talking yesterday. We're just like that. And he has always been one to be positive, and I've tried to always be one that's positive in reciprocation to him when he has a success or something works well for him or he wins. And we're there feeling empathy when they're down or we have a sickness or, down times. We just have, I think it comes down to respect. Out here in the Philippines, I was talking to another friend of mine about how we used to see this group of people and that group of people and that group of people, and we don't see them anymore. And we came to a conclusion that it's not because there's any ill will between any of us. If I was to see that group or this guy or that couple tomorrow, we'd sit down and say hi and, join us for lunch. But what happens out here, and I think it happens universally almost, is it becomes territorial. There's people that live like over in Saboon,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Well, they tend to hang out because that's just easier for them to
Yes.
get together with people that are close.
Yes.
We hang out with people in Valencia
Yeah.
because they're close. They're
They're
down
close.
the street, they're
Yeah.
around the corner. It's a quick phone call.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going down to the Red Flower. You want to
Yeah.
grab some lunch or
Yes.
you want to get a cup of coffee? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And so you don't invite the guy that lives 45 minutes away, because you think, well, he doesn't want to hump down that hill and then back up and then go back all just to sit down with me. Maybe we'll meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
But, and when we do meet in the middle, there are occasions where somebody's having a birthday and everybody's invited
Yes.
and we all go.
Yeah.
Everybody mixes it up again. And it's just
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
But we keep our friends very, very small
Yeah.
and very, very close.
Yeah.
And we are constantly guarding against
Yes.
being taken advantage of.
Yes.
That's all.
Because I shared to Ri and Jing, and he reading the message. Ri said, "Oh my God, he not is very bad message, not respectful." That he said.
It was a message that I received from someone.
Yes.
She shared it with her
Sister.
sister and her husband
Brother-in-law.
and her brother-in-law,
Yeah.
my brother-in-law. And he read it and he said,
He
that's
said, "Oh my God, no respect."
no
Told he's
respect.
very kind and he not respect. What kind of the attitude that?
Boy, I'll tell you. It's like, and you know what? It's like, I'm so happy that I found out now that I think, what if I had moved forward with this thing?
Yeah.
What if I had gone ahead and said, yeah, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that? I would be in for a year of misery. And so, cut it. And the thing is you can cut it. And the funny thing is as long as there's no war of words, you can just eliminate. And sometimes it's more important than to try to gain friends.
Yeah.
It's more important to kind of jettison people out of your life because they bring negativity or they don't bring positivity or they have, like I said, an agenda.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Little Anjo is good, right?
Huh?
He's very good attitude.
Uh-huh.
Little Anjo.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
long
We can talk
time-
about people we like.
He's long time living in the US,
Yep.
but at the attitude never changed.
Never changes.
Yes.
No, we love, if Lizelle and Joe are watching this, we
Yes.
love you guys.
Yes.
And we think highly of you. And I
Very
think
simple.
Joe might help us build a house next year.
Yes.
And
And then very simple and Lisel, not feeling
nope,
rich.
nope,
I'm very proud.
yep,
She's very
Yep.
simple.
yep. There's folks in Bohol
Yeah.
that you love so much.
It's so
Okay.
simple. My God.
Simple.
Long year living in the US, but she come back in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Super simple.
Mhm.
It's big different the other Filipino here in the
Yeah.
Dumaguete.
Yeah.
Super high class.
Yeah,
I think because it's first time to experience for life.
I
Nice,
think
nice.
so.
But me,
I
I'm
think
not
so.
changed.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I can tell you, May's kind of a unicorn in that she's always had the same principles, the same morals.
Yeah.
She's not a big spender of money. She's a clothes addict,
Yeah.
but that's okay. You
Yeah,
send
okay,
off her
okay.
Shein,
Yeah.
and you'll order clothes,
Yes.
and that's fine. And then you know what she did the other day? She cleaned up her room,
Yeah.
and you got
I'm
this
saving
big
again.
bag of clothes that are just too big for you, and because you
I'm
lost
saving.
weight, and so she says, "I'm going to give these to my brother and let him
Saving.
sell them,
Yeah.
and move on and get this out of here."
Yes.
Because I don't like clutter, and it's been cluttering up. And one other quick announcement, I guess we got here for your channel while we're yammering about nothing really,
Yeah.
is the new doggie.
Yeah,
Talk about the new dog.
new kids, new puppy.
New kid on the block.
I have 3 puppies now. The name is
Choco.
Choco.
That's her idea.
But are you agree is the name old dog? No.
No,
No.
no, we got one old dog already. We don't need another one. So you got your own old dog.
So the last video that they poll, the last question is,
Yeah.
What do you like to advise the people like that, your experience?
Oh, with friends,
Yes.
take your time. I say it a lot. Um, like I said, it took us years
Yes.
in some cases with some people, and some people, I'm thinking that they changed. But what I realized the other day when I was really kind of deep in thought about all this is that they didn't change at all. It's just the real them appeared, the greed part of them and the way that they really think and the way that they really operate. We can mask ourselves for only so long, put up a front, as they say, put up a disguise, act like you're this, happy-go-lucky buffoon kind of person when you're really not. You're got a lot more devious attributes than you were letting show before. And so it usually comes down to things like money, unfortunately. May and I don't worship money. We, we worship saving money,
Yes.
not spending it, not showing
No.
off, not doing this and that. We like to secure ourselves. We
Yes.
like to know that we've got more than enough than
Yeah.
necessary. We're not rich by any stretch of
Yes.
the imagination.
That's why I tell to the
Um,
people, do not rush the build the house. It okay
that's
4
right.
years
That's right.
because I'm not rushing.
Right.
Yes.
Right. People are grinding us. Why aren't you building that house? Why aren't you building that house? Well, we did what we did, I think, the perfect way. We waited until we got the title, and JR did that for
Yeah.
us. And now there's still one more step that has to be completed, believe it or not. It still has to be registered at the deed of registers or registry or something like that. It's got to be officially, and that hasn't happened yet. Now we're not waiting. I mean, if I could build a house tomorrow and I knew exactly what I was going to do and who was going to do it, and we had the money for it, then great. But May and I both talked it over, and we said, you know what? We want to save more money
Yes.
and probably spend less than we originally talked about.
Yes.
I keep asking her, what do you want? And I have to remind myself that it's not for me. And I keep designing these houses that would make me happy. And they're kind of like, single story homes that you find in Vegas or something. But that's not her thing. She wants smaller,
Yeah.
smaller, and smaller.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of land, and I think we're going to use less of it and probably do a lot more
Yeah.
farming and planting
Or
and trees.
build a house for the renting. Like yeah, it's more income that.
Correct.
Yes.
So her idea, and it was actually an original idea of Mike, who was going to build, changed his mind, but to build a small house for her and I,
Yes.
one that's adequate, nice, nothing, a little nicer than what we're in now, but no monster,
Yes.
McMansion, and then build 2 other little properties in the back for her to have income property.
Yeah.
Rentals, 20, 25,000
Yes.
a month. And in between, we have room to put a garden,
Yeah.
grow corn,
Yes.
fruit trees,
Yeah.
avocado,
Yes.
all that. So we'll be able to share that with the
Yes.
neighborhood.
Because your dream is you want the plant the corn.
I love corn.
Yeah.
I got a thing about cornfields.
Yes.
I have great memories about cornfields when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the mishmash video that we're doing today about our life, about friends,
Yeah.
how we're learning about our friends,
Yes.
what our definition of a friend is. And we're not smashing the whole group. It's just a couple of 3 people that have been standing out in our minds recently that I like to say they've kind of shed their skin and we're seeing the real snake inside. And there are snakes out there and you have to be careful as you walk through the grass. So I take my own advice, which is to slow down,
Yes.
rethink things over, don't jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
We screwed that up the first time we tried to build a house. We got conned. We own that. That's my fault, but never again. And so moving forward, we're going to just take our time, piecemeal it, and make sure that we can not only build the little house for us, but build a couple of other little places that she can have as far as rental income.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that idea? You think it's a good idea
Yes.
or not? What do you think?
Yeah, just comment, guys.
Give us a comment.
Yes.
We can take it. We're big boys and girls here.
So that's it.
That's what it. We're done.
Yes, done.
All right.
And see you next video.
See you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.